What is up, guys? Welcome to a new video. Time to check out what is coming up in 7.1, what we can actually expect to see, what champions Riot are looking at, who they want to buff or who they want to nerf. Just before we start, I'm teaming up with the website QT, which is a new kind of social platform that lets you comment and discuss stuff. Like, you can talk to me and it doesn't get lost like it does on YouTube. I get hundreds and hundreds of comments like every day, which is pretty awesome, I guess, but crap at the same time because I miss so many and like I can't keep track. I can't reply as much as I want to. That's kind of where QT comes in. They actually handpicked this channel as well because of you, like because of how interactive you guys are and how much you comment and you get involved with the videos. So I've set up a page for 7.1. You can leave your thoughts and I can actually keep track. I can see what you think. There are loads of others as well for like video ideas or new picks you want me to try, and anything I end up using will be credited back to you as well. So you could see yourself in one of my videos. Remember as well, we have the $1,000 RP giveaway down below, but let's just get into the video. So the first change is to Lucian. Finally, he's getting some buffs. Officially like the worst AD carry, I'm pretty sure, win rate wise, which I didn't expect to say actually. So there are two changes. His passive, the second shot damage is going to be up slightly, and his Q damage is up a little bit, rank 5 as well. The Q damage won't make much difference, honestly. It's only 20 and it's later, it's rank 5, but I would take whatever I can get, to be honest. Like, I'm a Lucian main, I really want to play him and I'll take any buff. The passive is slightly better though. So the problem right now is crit sucks ass early to mid game. You don't do enough early into the game when others are doing a lot. You can't keep up. That is why we built Arm Pen before, to make AD carries come online a little bit earlier into the game and have an impact. Unfortunately, this season we can't really do that. So the passive change is what I'm looking at, because you start doing more earlier. In theory, you'll have better trades, only 10% more, but that's like ×3, because in theory you'll have the passive shot from your Q, your W, and your E. You're also going to cap out at 60% level 13, not 16, so a bit more mid game, and it's a bigger deal with the crit build because the passive shots can crit. 10 or 20% doesn't sound like a lot, I know, but when you have really big numbers involved because of the crits, it actually makes more of a difference than you think it does. Overall though, is it enough to make him top tier again? Probably not, honestly. His low range, it means he's dangerous in team fights with like these meta picks surrounding him, like the LeBlanc and stuff. You don't want to get close to her. You're still good in lane though. The fur buffs helps a little bit. It might help him get a lead a bit more, and I found personally, I'm not sure, I don't know about you guys, but if I don't get fed early, I really struggle to have much impact. Late game is still really good though. You have the crits, you have the passive shot crits as well, your lifesteal, which applies on both of them as well. Honestly, this will be something I'd actually want to really know about and talk about on QT, so let me know on there. Draven is also getting some buffs. His Q bonus damage has been changed. So it used to be 45 to 85% of your total AD as bonus damage. Now it's going to be 30 to 50 flat damage plus 65 to 105% of your bonus AD. Your W mana cost is also down to 40 to 20 depending on the rank, from 40 at all ranks. Your W thing is nice, you might the second, so it's going to make a little bit of a difference, but the Q could be really good. So it should be more early, really early flat is really nice, and then more bonus from items. That's kind of the way we want to think about it. Basically, it used to be a total AD, so it would be like your base plus your bonus, like the entire AD. It now takes into account bonus from items, and it doesn't count your base AD. So instead of counting base, it has a flat amount, and the percentage is higher than before. At level 18, Draven's base AD, by the way, is 105, and that wouldn't count to his Q anymore after these changes. Instead, we get a flat 50, so over half of that already because of the percentage and stuff, and an extra 20% of our bonus AD. You'd only need about 200 bonus AD, and it'd be roughly the same as the base. So anything over that is even more damage. Basically, in a nutshell, the short of it, it's going to be a good buff as far as I can tell. Draven is already really good for experienced players. Kind of sucks for newer ones, get shut down a lot by Colossus abusers and hard crowd control like Vi and Nautilus, for example. This change might bring him back a little bit earlier, and it might make him a little bit more rewarding to play as well. So that's definitely a good thing. The Callista's E changes are actually back as well. The passive doesn't deactivate when it's on cooldown, and also the minimum to get mana cost is down to 1 from 2. Still not much better actually with the blade and the further changes on live right now, so these ones are being tested again. It would make her trading and team fight a lot better and more forgiving in my opinion as well. Like, it's not going to be one mistake and you're just game over, you don't have any damage anymore. In my opinion, I really like this change, and hopefully it comes back in 7.1 because I want to play Callista again. I really enjoy the champion. I've talked about it before though, so I don't really want to go over it too much again now. Syndra is one of the bigger changes this patch actually. It's going to change how you play her a lot, I think. Well, kind of. Your passive has an interaction with every single spell, right? And for your W, it's not going to pick up additional 2 balls anymore. There's no easy ult one-shots like, well, actually, we'll get to that in a second. Instead, it's going to do 20% bonus true damage, which sounds pretty ridiculous. Your WAP ratio is going to be down a little bit, though. The damage is down a little bit as well, and your ultimate cooldown is up early. So the first thing, your R damage is actually still there. That means pressing R and killing someone is still a very real possibility, and that's one of the main things that I think people rage about, and it's still going to be there. Now, they are increasing the cooldown by 20 seconds early, though, so it's now a full 2 2 minutes in between your ultimates. That gives you a bit more breathing room, or in theory, more time to fight her while that's on cooldown. Without her ultimate, she's actually not that strong if you're all in her, so it gives you a window where you can actually punish her, like between the ultimates. Your W dealing true damage though, so that's really gonna hurt if you use it for damage now. At the moment, I don't think you do normally. You'd pick up 3 balls really and then throw them forward using your E most commonly, or just throw them and press R. Sometimes it was used for damage, sure, but most of the time it wasn't. It now deals more damage, it's more of a nuke, but you're not gonna get that free huge ultimate off. Actually, as I'm talking about this and thinking about it as I'm saying it, like the amount of Syndras I see that don't prep the balls properly anyway, so I'm not sure. Like late game, you should prep 3 balls, you pick them up, you throw them into a fight and you press R. That's how it's supposed to work. In reality though, people don't prep them, they just Q R and kill someone, so really W true damage should be better for you in a way, maybe. Initial thoughts at least are this might make bad Syndra players a bit more dangerous, which is gonna suck ass, but better ones should be a little bit weaker. And remember, you won't even feel this till you max it, and you max it second. So Ryze is getting 2 changes on his Q. The bonus move speed is down a bit and the shield is down as well. So Ryze is a champion that in high elo is a monster, and lower ranks is not as popular at all, it seems like. He is way too strong, honestly though. If you ask me, he does need a nerf. His damage is insane, but only if he actually uses it. It sounds a bit weird, but a lot of bad Ryze players will just farm and not trade. Plus he's immobile and he kind of needs his team to engage mostly so he can actually get into a fight and use the damage. With proper teams, good teams, he is 100% overpowered, but this is going to be like every other time that he got reworked. Lower ranked players don't use him as well as higher ones. There's a big gap between the two, so they keep nerfing him to make him balanced for high ranked ones, which means that he'll be super bad for lower ones, a lot like Kalista. I actually like how his kit is now. I think it's kind of cool and it's pretty unique, but at the same time we're back to square one again with his rework where it doesn't really fix anything. His ultimate is one really underrated thing though. It can be really effective if you use it properly. Your team fight is insane with a semi-decent team, so I'm not sure this is really going to be enough really. Let's move on to some jungle changes. LUCIAN one has been talked about a lot. Your R damage is going to be down to 150 to 450 from 200 to 600. LUCIAN is so busted at the moment. Your damage is insane and it's so early as well. A good one can literally 1v5 at high ranks if they get ahead, even lower ones. LUCIAN is a high skill ceiling champion, which means that in the hands of a good player, he can always carry, but now even average ones can get super fed, it feels like. Jumping onto you and killing you with Q and E feels really bad, especially early into the game. The ultimate damage will be a big knock though, I think. It will suck though, don't get me wrong, but it's not going to kill him like a lot of people are saying. Like he has mobility, early ganks, early damage, kick plays. Like I'd expect to see more Titanic Hydra builds maybe as well. If you go more bruiser rather than full damage, you have a lot of utility and damage still, so probably still see both of them, and I think it's still going to be good. Shyvana's getting a W change to no longer do bonus damage to minions, and Shyvana is one of, if not the most overpowered jungler right now. Your ultimate is better, your E is better after the kind of mini rework, and you farm like a monster as always, which is super rewarding in the new jungle. I'm learning more and more the more that I play. The gold generation in the jungle seems to be a lot better now if you farm, and you can like pick up a few kills here and there maybe. Shyvana late game though is super scary. Like your damage is nuts, you get very tanky as well, and this seems to be Riot's favorite thing to nerf, like the new thing they want to play with. LeBlanc literally just got her damage to minions down. Malzahar's same thing. Talia wave clear down as well, and this would actually slow Shyvana's clear down a little bit, but honestly she clears so fast right now anyway. It's different to a lane champion, but it's the same kind of idea, and I think more than anything it might make her think twice about trying to solo a dragon earlier. That's the only thing I can think of. If you were playing Shyvana right now and abusing some freeload, that's great, but honestly I'd expect her to get some more nerfs than just this soon. Karma is a change that's actually going to fly under the radar a little bit. Her W now does the same damage over 2 ticks instead of 3, and this is specifically to nerf your ultimate cooldown that you get from 3 ticks. Also your mantra shield is going to be down by 30 late game, which isn't massive, but the W is specifically aimed at tank Karma, I'm pretty sure. Maybe mid as well, but I'm not sure why they would nerf that. It's not particularly overperforming. Tank Karma though heals a ton from a mantra W, but it also reduces the cooldown of her R again with 3 ticks of damage. Basically it means with all the cooldown reduction you build that she can kite and keep healing over and over, and it's one of the reasons why she is so good. If you haven't ever been in a game with tank Karma, you won't really get it as much, but if you have or you've seen it, you really will. She is so annoying to play against. She's like singed on steroids. By the way, Riot balance testers, I've actually said on Twitter and stuff, they know tank Karma is a problem, but it's not popular anyway, so it's not on their priority list. The shield is definitely aimed at Karma in general, but it's not going to be a massive deal. Remember though, actually you get plus percentage shield from items, so 30 is slightly more than 30 in reality. Kennen has a really weird ultimate change on the PB, so it's kind of changing how it works a little bit. The damage is down to 40 to 100 from 80 to 210, which seems massive, right? Old effect where enemies hit by additional ticks take 25 less damage has been removed. There's a new effect now though that hits against the same target deal 10% more for each hit they've already taken. What this means, your damage should be about the same, but now it's not really burst, it's over the duration. So they've moved the damage from the start of the ultimate, so like upfront burst damage, to the end of it, so sustained damage. You're still going to be really strong and stuff, but it might be a bigger hit than it actually looks, because not being able to burst but needing sustained damage kind of changes how you play him a lot, or what you expect from him. People can easily flash or kite away, and they're not going to insta-die in team fights, even though there's a stun, I guess, as well. Poppy is getting 2 changes, so her passive shield duration is down to 3 seconds from 5, and your R has actually an uncharged one, so if you just insta-cancel and knock them straight up in the air, it does 50% damage. She is the most well-rounded top laner, except maybe Nautilus, just because she does loads of damage and gets super tanky. This should help a little bit, though. The passive shield means less trade potential or diving in, maybe. Like, it will help a little bit, at least make her less oppressive. Your ultimate change is the bigger one. Now, this is massive. Half the damage it would do on live is a massive hit. It's aimed at like that stun Q ult stun combo that means you can't move, but she just does loads of damage and kills you. It's probably going to knock her off the best tier if they go through with it. I think this is a really big change. Nautilus will do more damage, so I don't see why you'd pick her over him right now, at least. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go over to QT and let me know what you think. This is a sponsored video. I'm 100% transparent, but this is one that I'm actually really excited about, because we as a community can kind of grow the site into whatever we want it to really be. We have a lot of freedom. It also means I can talk to you. I can keep up with what you guys are saying. It should make my videos better as well. So I'm actually really excited, and hopefully this will be a long-term thing. Thank you very much for watching, though, and for now, I'll leave you with the robots.